Welcome to AT&T Field in Chattanooga, Tennessee. This is a ballpark I have been at many times. But on this particular trip, I had a camera that had a low battery. So I elected just to take pictures and then overdub the audio. I hope you enjoy these pictures, because after these, there's more of Chattanooga that I will be showing you. I went to a church service while I was there, and I also went up onto Lookout Mountain. And on that part, there is video. Chattanooga is a very nice looking city. It's separated by a mountain. One side is very rural, and the other side is very urban. And they got a neat looking ballpark, and they got a neat looking city. So I hope you enjoy these pictures of the ballpark in Chattanooga, AT&T Field. And right at the conclusion of these pictures, there will be video of the other things I did while I was there.
Here for a church service at Calvary Baptist Church. And this is Brother Steve Roberson's church, my pastor's son. This is Calvary Baptist Church. It's a little bit smaller than Gospel Light. It's a beautiful church though. There's the, I guess what you call it, a reception area back in there. There's a balcony. And just like us, a little drop down screen there. Nice looking choir loft. And extremely comfortable seats. There you go. Calvary Baptist Church. She's got a projector up there. A flat screen on this side. A couple high-tech cameras and video screen over here. It's very much like what First Baptist Church in Milford, Ohio, and Valley Baptist Church in Coatesville, Pennsylvania does.
I did something during this vacation that I don't think I've ever done in my entire life. I somehow managed to turn off the audio to my recording. So I'm going to do a nice little dub over so you'll be able to know exactly what I'm recording. This is I-75 going through Chattanooga. What I had done here, I had just left my motel which was on the northern end of Chatanooga, and I am headed down towards Lookout Mountain. And kind of just recording everything as I'm driving down the road. Chatanooga is going to be on the left side of this highway, although you will not be able to see it as I'm driving. You're just going to see highway. But use your imagination. It's about a 13-mile drive from the motel down to the mountain. But there again, at 65 miles an hour, that's going to be slightly under 13 minutes. Kind of cool, huh? You don't get to hear any of the road noise when I'm doing the dub over. Would hurt a lot of road noise passing that guy. And really passing this guy too. Now you saw that sign. I'm going to be taking the Chatanooga Birmingham part of the turnoff. The other part would take me down to Atlanta. There you go. There's another sign. You can see some of the mountains right here that surround the city of Chatanooga. Lookout Mountain is straight ahead. Couldn't have asked for a better day, the day that I was going down there. Look at those skies. Few clouds, but mostly just blue sky. Getting down into this area, a little later in the video, you're going to see a video taken from a buffet. The buffet is at one of these turnoffs down here. And boy, was the food good. And good for you! There we we go. We can see our reflection in the back of that truck. Don't you love it when you see those little orange signs that means road work ahead? Now we're going to get to the good part. There is a long hill that I had to drive up to get up onto Lookout Mountain, and I left the camera running while I was driving up the hill. Now here we go. Buckle your seatbelts. This is nice. It's also long. I mean, it's not just one of those hills where you have a couple nice turns and it's all over. This one is the type of hill that kind of eats your lunch as you're coming down. It's a pretty good one. This is Lookout Mountain. We're at the very bottom. We still have a little ways to go to get to the top. I can only imagine how this would look in the fall with the leaves changing color. And it's always fun when a big vehicle comes down the opposite direction. So this does have a lot of twists and turns on it. Now we get to the meat of the mountain. This is the good part. The camera really does not do this justice. This is a little steeper than what the camera is actually showing. A lot of fun to drive up. There are a lot of areas where you can pull off and just go sightseeing, like right there, but that's not what I want to do. I want to go to the top. And there we have it, folks. Now we're at the top. And you see things like this. Dun, 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 dun. Gives you a nice little overlook of Chatanooga. One of the things that I found out is on a clear day, now this was a semi-clear day, but on a clear day, you can actually see 7 different states. 7 different states from the top of Lookout Mountain. And that's why it's called Lookout Mountain, because you can look out. And I guess it was also a lookout. Now, I did not ride on that tram car, because the only exciting part of the tram car is when you are parked at that angle that you see it parked at right now. The rest of it's just up and down the mountain, which you just saw in the car. And when it gets down near the bottom of the mountain, it kind of flattens out a little bit. So the good part is only at the top. And that little tram car costs $13, so I decided to drive up in the car and do some filming. And we'll pick up with the dub over later in the video. This is BEAS restaurant. I was telling you about it as I was coming down I-75 earlier. This is a buffet. But it's not your normal buffet where you get up and you help yourself to what you want. You sit down at a table with a bunch of people that you've never met before, and the entire table is a lazy Susan. And the table just spins around and you just take what you want. Everybody pays the same thing, which I believe was $9 and change. And every single table, and you can see some of the other ones in the background, are identical. All the food is identical at every table. So instead of you going to the buffet comes to you. You can see it's also multi-level, where you have all your food on the top level, and then you have your plate where you sit and eat at the lower level. The waitresses bring you everything you desire, whether it be Coke or just a little bit of pepper to season your spaghetti. It's called BEAS, and it's right near Lookout Mountain. It's at one of the exits in Chatanooga, Tennessee. You'll see the marquee outside coming up right about now. And now, a little more of Chatanooga.